Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an intermediate abs and arms routine for you, and my lovely friend Grace will be joining to demonstrate any beginner modifications. So if you want a gentler option, just have a look at what she's doing. When you're ready, go ahead and grab a mat and let's get started. We're going to start on hands and knees. Hands directly under your shoulder, knees under hips and hip distance. Just gently warming up the shoulder blades here, push into the mat and lift your breastbone back towards the back of your rib cage. Inhale, drop the chest bone to the mat, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, push the floor away once more, bringing those shoulder blades apart. Inhale, drop the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, round the spine, push into the floor. Inhale, drop. Exhale, round, making sure you keep the arms straight throughout. Let's do one more. And from here, find a neutral position. So shoulder blades somewhere halfway between the two movements that you just did. Once you have this position, push into your left hand and inhale, reach your right arm forwards. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Gentle arm lifts here. The height of the lift is up to you, so if you're very tight in the shoulders, just lift a little less high. Last one. Hold here and little pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And then lower the right hand down, repeating on the other side. Pushing into your right hand, make sure you don't collapse into that shoulder blade. Inhale, lift your left arm up and forwards. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower. Again, making sure you're still pushing the mat away from you with your right hand, not letting that breastbone sag between your shoulder blades. Last two. And hold here, little pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Lower down. Go ahead and reset your shoulders, reset your spine here to find your neutral position. If you're following me, walk your hands about a hand distance forwards. If you're with Grace, just stick with your hands where they are. Tuck your toes under. Inhale to prepare. Then push the floor away from you. Exhale, hover the knees up and push yourself forwards into plank, bringing your shoulders over your wrists. Hold here. Option to stay with your knee hover. Keep breathing here, trying not to hold your breath. And just check that you haven't sagged through those shoulders, still really strongly pushing the floor away from you. Keeping a long line from the back of your head to your tailbone, to your heels. And then lower the knees down. Inhale, bend your elbows, bring your chest to the floor. Exhale, push up and then lift the knees back up. Inhale, lower the knees, lower the chest. Exhale, push and then lift the knees. Lower the knees, lower the chest. Push, lift. So keep moving here in and out of your push-up and plank or knee hover option. Last two. Last one. Hold your plank or knee hover. Take a breath in. Then exhale as you lift your right leg up, just slightly off the floor. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale, lower. Keep moving here with your leg lifts. Option to alternately step each leg back. Otherwise, stay with those alternating leg lifts in your plank. Let's do one more on each side, using that exhale to stabilize you. And then hold your plank here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Lower the knees and then sit your hips back into a child's pose. giving your shoulders a quick break before we move on. Last breath here. And then go ahead and make your way onto your left side. Prop yourself up on your forearm and push the forearm into the mat to create a bit of space between your ear and your shoulder. Bring your elbow in line with your hip and knees, feet behind you, bent at 90 degrees at the knees. Extend your top leg, extend your right arm. Inhale, reach the right arm overhead. Then exhale, lift your hips up into a side plank. Option to keep the hips lowered. Exhale, keeping your arm and leg straight, bring them towards each other to tap, and then inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. So again, option to be in or out of your plank here. And regardless of the position you choose, try to keep that waist stable. Last two here. And then reaching the arm and leg long, go ahead and step your bottom foot into a full plank. Option to lift your hips up into that modified plank and stay there. Reach your right arm up to the sky and then exhale, thread your right arm through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dip the hips down. Inhale, hips back up. Threading through. Reach to the sky. Dip, lift. So alternately threading and lowering and lifting the hips. Keep pushing into that forearm, whichever variation you chose. Last two here. And last one. Keep breathing. Hold your plank and then lower the hips down. Go ahead and push yourself up into a Z-sit position. Option to come into an offset kneeling position if that's more comfortable for your hips. Reach your left arm up and over, grabbing hold of your left wrist with your right hand. And then pull a little bit further over to your right side, getting a nice stretch through your left side body. Take another breath here. And then exhale back to center. Go ahead and swing your legs around, coming onto your right forearm. This time with your right elbow, hips, and knees in line, knees bent to 90 degrees. Extend your left leg long. Inhale, reach your left arm overhead. And then exhale, lift your hips up into a modified plank with the option to keep the hips lowered if you like. Exhale, bring hand to leg. Inhale, extend, reach. Exhale, hand to leg. Inhale, reach. Trying to get as close to your leg as possible with that hand without dipping through your right waist. So trying to keep that length in your left waist, not crunching through the side. Last two. And then reach that left arm overhead, lower the left foot to the floor and step your right foot into your side plank. Option to stay in your modified plank. Reach the left arm to the sky and coming into our twist and hip dip combo. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath your right waist. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, threading through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hips lower. Inhale, lift. So it's just a small dip of the hips down and up. You don't want to lower the hips fully to the floor. Last three here. Nice and strong through that right arm, that right shoulder. Keeping your navel drawing in towards your spine. And then hold your plank here. And then lower the hips down. Go ahead and push yourself up to a Z-sit position or offset kneeling. Reach your right arm up, grabbing hold of your right wrist and stretching over to your left side, lengthening through your right rib cage. And just holding this stretch here. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Last breath. And then exhale, lower the hands down. Bring your legs out in front of you to a seated position. For our final exercise, bring your hands behind you, fingers facing your body, feet firmly planted on the floor in front of you and legs hip distance. Inhale to prepare, keep your gaze forward, and exhale, lift the hips up, driving your kneecaps forwards. Your shoulders should be directly over your wrists here. Lift your right leg to tabletop, option to keep the leg lowered, and then bend your elbows in by your side to come into some tricep dips for 10, 9, 8, keeping that breastbone lifted, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted here. Lower your right foot down. Lift your left. Again, option to keep both feet down. And another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keeping the head and chest lifted. Last 2, 1. Lift up, lower the left leg, and then lower the hips down. Coming into a comfortable cross-legged position. Coming into our final stretch here, you're almost done. Crossing your left arm over your body, resting in your right elbow. Take a breath here, just stretching through the back of the arm. And then release, switching sides, bringing your right hand across your body, resting in your left elbow. Breathing here. Arms back to center. Roll your shoulders back, take a breath in. Exhale, let it out. And you're all done. I hope you enjoyed this abs and arms routine. Don't forget to leave a like and comment down below if you'd like more videos like this. As always, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.